Hello, everyone. I'm Jean-Claude at BeyondMystic, and welcome to the show. Yes, we are live, Julie, as we are
Woo,
starting here on the YouTube channel. Julie, welcome to the show. How are you?
thank you. I didn't know I was fixing my hair. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. We thought we'd spend a few minutes with you here on YouTube to let you know the crazy, amazing, voluptuous schedule we are running this evening. It's going to be one hell of a show. And of course, we have some very eclectic guests, but also fiery, controversial guests tonight, which could make it difficult here for the YouTube channel. So let me share that with you guys here tonight. The schedule, of course, for this evening. First of all, thank you everyone for joining us here on YouTube. But yes, as you will see in the pinned comments in the live chat now, and also in the description box below, you will find the link to tonight's episode, where starting at 9 o'clock with Janine and Julie, we're going to do a little bit of an intro here to talk about what's going on in our realm. We're going to add the astrology to the context, some tarot, of course. We're going to look at some of the newscasts from earlier today and live right now, also, as some of the polls are closing across America. And of course, we're going to look at some results and maybe some non-results and a few updates as we go along. The Julie, before I get into all of these commentators here, explain to the audience also that the astrology, the energies of this last couple of weeks here between the main eclipses on October 25th and this one here on November 8th is really affecting everybody, including yourself and myself here in terms of the dreamscape here in the last couple of days and a lot of this anxious energy. Explain that with the audience.
Oh yeah, the energy is just crazy. Well, I'll speak for myself, and I know I've been having crazy, weird dreams that seem to be very realistic. So I feel there's a lot of energetic upgrades while I
Mm,
sleep. So I feel there's a lot of things happening in the world, but also personally, I think we're all being upgraded to move on into this transition phase. And I feel like this specific election is going to be a very important event. Whether or not we get actual results from it, I think energetically, it's like a big, um, let's say, big part of the puzzle that's about to start moving again.
right. Ronnie, hey, how's it going? She says, yes, vivid dreams to all of us. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff already coming into the news, guys. We're going to get to all of that with you guys. We're going to have fun. We're going to hopefully take some of your questions also as we go into the show, because as Julie said here, there's more at stake than just tonight's results slash
Mhm.
non-results. We're talking about the future of humanity, and more importantly, where all of us come together to rebuild this new world. So this is one of those maybe stepping stones in some cases, maybe a hurdle in some other cases, to us getting to exactly that, the future that we want to create for ourselves. So tonight, guys, these are some of the confirmed guests. We might have to move these around as we go live. You never know. We have the best plans, but live never actually works out the way we want it to be. And there's also some other guests. I did speak with Cliff High earlier tonight there. I'm looking for the update for that, so he could be joining us also for a short segment. That would be fun. At any rate, Jenny Moonstone at 9:30. Excited to have her back. Jenny was one of my very first guests on the first YouTube channel, so I'm excited
I
to have
know it's
Jenny.
going to be the first time I get to meet her. I'm excited.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm excited too. I spoke to her earlier today, and she says, "Yeah, let's do it. It'll be fun." So, Jenny, I'm excited to have her back on. Jim Willie, of course, a fan favorite here. Not as much on YouTube anymore. It's been difficult to have him on here. He's very
I don't know why.
no, he's very shy with a lot of his opinions, so it makes it hard to have YouTube videos. But of course, you can find him on pay-per-view and also on our new Rumble show, where he really lets loose. So that's really cool. So Jim's going to be on at 9:45. Penny back at 10 o'clock here. Penny Kelly. She's probably going to share the latest look, see some of the last show episode that Julie and Penny put together with me a couple of weeks ago, and how that seems to be transpiring here tonight. So that'll be very interesting for you guys. Jason at 4, he's back, of course, was away after the hurricane, spending time with his family, and he's back up now. So he'll be talking about what's happening in Florida specifically. There's a big red wave there as it stands so far. And he's also going to be sharing with me and with you, the audience, some of the data from the crypto viewing guys here on today's election. So that's going to be really fun. Now, Bix Weir, of course, is going to be in at 10:30, another fan favorite here for the show. Excited to have Bix on. Oh, as always, Julie and I have a lot of fun when Bix is on the show. He's a cool guy. So that's 10:30. And then Jay Weidner at 10:45. This is interesting, too. I got Jay to confirm earlier today, and I was excited because Julie, Jay, and myself have been producing this new series on YouTube called Nostradamus and the Vortex of Time. And in there, we talk about these two main characters. Julie, who are the two main characters we talk about, and how does that relate here to the polarity of this particular election? Let's start there.
Yeah, it's so interesting. The two characters are the Antichrist and the genius. So Nostradamus does a lot of quatrains when where he portrays those two characters. So there's a lot about those, especially with the Antichrist, and he's coming into the future when he wrote that. So we kind of went through a lot of the information, and we thought he would be. Oh, I'm having some echo. Wait a minute.
Let me mute myself. Go ahead.
And yeah, so we thought actually he would be talking about this age of Pisces, which is the Antichrist. When we're at the end of an age, sometimes we see the most, let's say, negative traits of this age, and into this age of Aquarius, and Aquarius rules geniuses. So I think these are the two archetypes that are battling in this also Saturn square Uranus that we're experiencing all year, but especially today because it's very much activated with this eclipse, and we're going to talk about this later on. But so I think it all, let's say, works together because this Saturn Uranus square is also talking about this the two archetypes of Aquarius, of this age of Aquarius that we're moving into, and this, let's say, trying to control identities, information. This is Saturn, but also Uranus is the more technological side of Aquarius, and Uranus wants change, it wants a revolution, and wants drastic change of what we've done in the past. So this is what's at stake tonight, because this eclipse is very much activating the square, but also those two archetypes that we've been talking about with Jay Weidner during the last episode with Nostradamus. So
Okay, very cool. And also, what was interesting in this last episode here on November 3rd, if you haven't watched it, go check it out. And we got a couple of emails after, and he said, "Oh, JC, Julie, you got it wrong. Dolores Cannon didn't say this." I'm like, "We know what Dolores Cannon said. We both read the book. We were offering a different opinion. So please don't email me again. I know we're just having these conversations, and we're trying to decode all of this and bring in our own interpretations here as we move forward and as we decode more and more of the genius, of course, that was Nostradamus." So if you want to see that part 2 of that show, is coming up. Oh, where did it go? I believe right
and
here.
we all know that Nostradamus spoke in code. So even the decode from Dolores Cannon, it's a possibility that it spoke in code in some
absolutely
some passages of the book. So this is
I'm absolutely convinced that Dolores knew more than what she put in the book also, and that she might have deliberately left some things out, again, I believe, for the highest good of humanity. So this is why we're having all of these conversations. So anyways, guys, if you want to join us for episode 3 of Nostradamus and the Vortex of Time, that will be on December 1st at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Going back to the schedule, of course, that was Jay Weidner at 10:45, and Andy Scheckman, of course, at 11 o'clock. He's going to talk about the crazy happenings today in the silver market. We went up about 3% here today, and everybody's like, what the hell's going on? And we also broke the 8-month downtrend in gold. And so he's going to be talking about the crazy tightness that we see in the silver and gold supply, and what perhaps this election or the non-election results could have to do with that here in the next couple of days moving forward. And throughout this whole theme here, we're talking about the potential also for a new financial system taking form here. So I'm sure that's going to be percolating throughout all of the guests here tonight. So please do join us here on Rumble. What I did also, for you guys to follow along, let me bring that link down below, beyondmystic.net/schedule. You will see here the latest updated schedule of the guests this evening. So as that changes, I'll be trying to update that as well. And you'll see all the coupon codes here this evening for all the amazing contributors who make it possible for us to do these free and uncensored shows on YouTube. So please do go and check them out and support them as you can. Of course, we're all in it together here in this fight against censorship and economic warfare against the truth. So let me bring up the YouTube link one more time. As you can see here, a lot of people in the chat already waiting for the episode. So let me bring that link back down in the live.
And while you do that, JC, I just want to thank you for bringing this all-star crew tonight. I think it's amazing that we're all together with the community, with you guys, with JC, Janine, and everybody that you invited. So thank you for making this event a reunion of the big community and putting all those positive energies into our manifestation for the future.
Wow. Okay. You're going to make me blush. Well, thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. And thank you to you, Julie, for all the amazing contributions you bring to the show. And of course, for helping me tonight. This is a big slide deck with a lot of different news coverage and a lot of guests, a lot of moving parts. So it's hard enough to run the show with one or two people, but with 5, 6, 7, or 8 people on top of news feeds, it's going to be one hell of a show and one hell of a task on this brain of mine tonight.
I'll do my best to help you. I'm not as good as you, but I'll do my best.
All right. Thank you so much. Carol says, that is fantastic, JC. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Lateside, Laura. You guys are great. So what are we? We have about 5 minutes to show. I know Janine is on with Arcana right now. So maybe you can go glimpse the last couple of seconds there of that show before you join us here on the Rumble channel. And if you guys are in or on Rumble and you're looking for me, don't forget that on top here, when you search Beyond Mystic, you have to search for the channel. So if you use the down arrow and choose channel and type in Beyond Mystic, you'll find me here. And of course, you'll find the upcoming live stream here for tonight, including also the last couple of Janine and Jean-Claude Rumble show. If you haven't seen those episodes yet, that's where we're doing them now because, well, we've kind of been told we can't do them here. So that's a whole other story. But please do subscribe here to the Rumble channel here so you don't miss a beat. And of course, this is the schedule for later tonight. What a blockbuster episode. And there might be more. So we'll just see what we'll see. Thank you so much, everyone, for this quick intro here for the 2022 live election coverage and special guest episode on YouTube. We will join you again here in a couple of minutes on the Rumble channel. I'm Jean-Claude at Beyond Mystic, and that's the beautiful and amazing Julie from Maison Jupiter. We'll see you in a bit. Au revoir.
See you there.